Hi, I'm Becky and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this vlog we're going to be talking about me and my family travelling from Aldeisnes to Tromsø. So we arrived in Tromsø in the early hours of the morning and departed in the early hours of the morning the following day. Previous to that we had one sea day. We also had a celebration night on the sea day, and this is me all glammed up, ready for the celebration night, just being a little bit silly. And there we have the wonderful sea outside, and a picture I captured of myself just before we went off to the celebration night. So on the celebration menu you had an amuse-bouche, which it was a chilled carrot and peach soup. This could be a vegan or a GF option as well. The starters were Atlantic prawn cocktail. Soup was French onion soup, randonnée. The main course was classic beef Wellington that I chose with traditional mushroom dousli. And the dessert was dark chocolate and passion fruit delice with vanilla marshmallow cream and a side of chocolate ice cream. We were also then offered tea or coffee, or you could order a selection of different coffees such as lattes or hot chocolate at no extra cost, and a selection of chocolates. After the celebration night, we went down to one of the theatres and watched this amazing show.
No matter how far, just call my name and I'll be there in a hurry. But you can depend and never worry. No wind, no wind, no rain, no rain, no winter.
The levels, they were very good. I enjoyed them.
Oh baby, 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 all night long.
When the boat was travelling to Tromsø port, I got up early and I decided to take a bit of footage of the back of the ship travelling to Tromsø. Just found this very calming to do this in the morning, and sort of daydream about what I was going to be doing that day. So it took one sea day to travel from Aldeisnes to Tromsø. We ported early hours of the morning and the ship stayed there until about 5 AM the following morning. Tromsø is a vibrant city in northern Norway, often called the gateway to the Arctic or Paris of the North. Its location above the Arctic Circle means it experiences two dramatic natural phenomena: the midnight sun and the northern lights. The northern lights is more relevant to this trip, so I will talk more about that. And I love how it's called the Paris of the North, because Paris is one of my favourite cities to visit. Some beautiful pictures of us travelling to the port. Tromsø is considered one of the best places in the world to see the Northern Lights. They are visible from September to early April. But that's actually quite funny because we didn't see the Northern Lights on this trip. Well, at Tromsø itself. But we did visit late March, early April. So it was at the end of the Northern Lights cycle, if you like. Wandering around the promenade, taking in all the views of coming into the port of Tromsø. I remember thinking, oh my god, how much snow is there? I never realised that in March or April that Norway would still be, well, the higher parts of Norway would still be covered in snow. Just really felt like a winter wonderland. Winter wonderland. Just look out the mountain, the snow on the mountains. This is one of the shops near the Tourist Information Centre in Tromsø. So we decided to take the inclusive bus shuttle which travelled from Tromsø Port to Tromsø city centre. It took approximately 6 minutes, and this was included in the price of the cruise. I didn't have to pay any extra for that. I think it's probably because of the time of year, it's winter, so they wouldn't expect you to travel from the port to the town centre or city centre without the bus for health and safety reasons. So from where we dropped off by the bus, we walked to the Tourist Information Centre. Probably about, when we navigated where the Tourist Information Centre was, maybe about 10 minutes from where we were dropped off by the bus. We had a look around the Tourist Information Centre. It's there's plenty of bits and pieces that you can pick up for to remember your holiday by, your mementos and all that kind of thing.
Yep.
We had a look at what experiences we could do. We could book from the Tourist Information Centre, and the one that really pricked our interest was what we're doing on the video at the moment is traveling on the cable car, the Helsing cable car. That included a coach transfer that picked us up outside the Tourist Information Centre. Now, they were quite regular throughout the day, and there was only about a half an hour wait for the next scheduled experience. So the experience cost 445 NOK, which is converted to £32.89. That's for a return ticket, so a return journey on the bus as well. The cable car takes you up to the mountain's ledge of Skorstenen, which is 421 metres above sea level, for a panoramic view of Tromsø and its surrounding islands, fjords and mountains.
Beautiful view.
The trip takes about 4 minutes to get up to the mountain on the cable car.
Every 11 years the sun is responsible for the northern lights, and the cycle. And the sun is more active, more busy, setting out plasma material that comes here into the sky and causes the northern lights. And this
When you reach the top of the mountain, the view at the top, you'll find a viewing platform for spectacular photos. It is a great spot for viewing the Northern Lights as it is open until the early hours of the morning, so you could travel up late at night. Like ideally, we could have waited until the evening and then travelled to the top of the mountain just to see if we could get a glimpse of the Northern Lights. However, the Northern Lights we didn't have a good viewing of the Northern Lights from Tromsø that evening, so it wouldn't have mattered. In the end, we did the right thing by travelling up there by day. There is a restaurant at the top of the mountain as well, that offer light snacks and sandwiches and hot drinks, cold drinks, all reasonably priced.
It does.
Oh, look, you can see people skiing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All perfect.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's a skier skiing down the slopes.
I'll watch it.
There's another one. Absolutely incredible. In April, there's still this much snow in this country. I've never seen so much snow. I've never... in the UK, we've never experienced this. Especially not in April, March, April.
So what?
Yes, no, the other side, that's where the ship's the other side of the bridge.
Where's he yesterday?
Where's our ship gone?
Well, it's still there.
It's gone to
Spinning my camera around trying to capture everything, I think.
Yeah, maybe it's a crack. A box.
This is us travelling back on the return journey by the coach back to the Tourist Information Centre. It wasn't a long journey. I think it may have been about 10-15 minutes from the Tourist Information Centre to the bottom of where you start the cable car journey. We paid for everything by card, that was never an issue. I love all the houses, look really, feels like the North Pole. The snow is that deep, it's actually encasing some of these cars. So I don't know how they work, whether they work from home during this winter period or just dig themselves out every morning. And we're travelling over the bridge back to the Tourist Information Centre and the town centre. I think the ice on the outside of the coach is melting. And here is the Tourist Information Centre in Tromsø. And that's advertising the experiences outside. It was so easy to book. There is no communication barrier. Everyone speaks English. And these are a couple of photos that I took from the ship late night at Tromsø just before we departed. Absolutely beautiful. From Tromsø port away late at night. This is early the next morning, we're having a sea day. So I decided to order some breakfast from the kitchen. Now what you need to do is you're provided with a slip that you fill out in the evening before, and you have to place this slip on the outside of your door by a certain time. I feel like it was by 10, and you put the time you want your breakfast and what you want, and then it's delivered to your door so you can have breakfast in your cabin. How about that? I've got soya yogurt, fruit, cereal, juice, absolutely gorgeous, the views that you get from when you're travelling from Tromsø to Outer. So beautiful, the mountains. Makes me feel like maybe in the future booking a trip to Alaska. I feel like that would be really, really beautiful. And I never got that feeling from a trip to somewhere cold like that. I thought there won't be much to see, but I am so wrong. I went on the Northern Lights Camp Outer experience, which I had, I think, about £160 in onboard spending, and I used all this up on this experience. The excursion takes you up to a camp on Mount Peske, offering great views over the Outer Valley. It included a presentation on the Northern Lights. They also have these little cute huts that as you go in you can keep warm. I think a couple of them had a fire, and some of them was made out to be like a museum so that you can discover the Sami people's lives and history and how they lived in this kind of environment. This is a presentation of the Northern Lights on the outside of the one of the huts. Unfortunately, this is as close as I got to seeing the Northern Lights that night at this experience. This is actually photos of people that had seen the Northern Lights on this experience, just to rub it in a little bit more. But I did see the Northern Lights later that evening on the ship. I think it was the following night, so we stayed about 2 nights in Outer.
There is no traffic here.
Outer is often called the City of the Northern Lights. It has a rich history and a strong connection to the Aurora Borealis, encompassing both ancient folklore and modern scientific research. There is a Viking legend. In Norse mythology, the Vikings had various beliefs about the Northern Lights. Some saw them as a reflection of the Delkins' armour as a road to guide fallen warriors to Valhalla. Others believed the lights were the Bifrost Bridge, a glowing arch leading to the final resting place of heroes.
So they had shades and now they're pulling them off. Yeah.
And that's
Okay. So it's not in
the
people's eyes.
beautiful Aurora ship. It's actually one of the I think it's the smallest of the fleet, but it's absolutely spectacular. This is the cathedral in Outer. It's a new church, a new cathedral that they built. The Northern Lights Cathedral, as it's called, is the church. The church was consecrated in 2013, so it is a very recent church that was created, and it is a major landmark for the city. Its unique spiraling design and a titanium-clad facade are meant to reflect the effed nature of the Aurora Borealis. It also houses an interactive exposition called Boreas Outer, which delves into the history and science of the Northern Lights. It serves as the main parish church for the Outer parish and seat of the Outer Deanery.
Thank you.
This is the next morning. We decided to have breakfast at the included silver service. Yeah, this is the menu that we had. As you can see, there's quite a few options for each, for a starter, main, dessert. I mean, it was advertised as breakfast, but it was more like a variety of different things you could have. These are the pictures that I took later that night in Outer from the ship. So I did get to see the Northern Lights, and it was absolutely amazing. Some views from outer, with the Northern Lights above it. That was above the ship. You need to adjust your camera to see these. It looks like somebody's just drawn something in, you know, with your own eyesight.
There were nights when the wind was so cold that my body froze in bed if I just listened to it right outside the window. There were days when the sun was so cruel that all my tears turned to dust, and I just knew my eyes were drying up forever. I finished crying in the instant that you left, and I can't remember where or when or how, and I banished every memory you and I have ever made. But when you touch me like this, and you hold me like that, I just have to admit that it's all coming back.
Ventura. We were supposed to go to Bermuda. We ended up in the Bahamas. 10 sea days. So we're like, fine, we can play tonight. And if you were not aware yet, we are unrushed.
Yes, we are. And we are from a very small country with windmills and wooden shoes. We are from the Netherlands.
My name is Melissa and I'm hailing from Amsterdam, but originally I was born in Turkey.
And my name is Anouk, and I'm also living in Amsterdam, and I'm getting married in 2 months, and my fiance is called Tim.
And I am not Tim. I also don't live in Amsterdam. I live in The Hague with my wife for 10 years and my 3 wonderful daughters.
Yeah. Oh, and they are the cutest twins, right?
Yeah.
Twins and an older one. So, yeah, together we are now for like 1.5 years the band Unrushed. And this song, you arranged it. It's called Fast Car. This is really what we like to do, what you're gonna hear right now. Taking a big hit and like arrange it in something else. So we hope you will love it. You got a fast car. I want a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, I got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. You got a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. I've been working at the convenience store.
When we sailed away that night, the sea was very, very choppy. I took a video of it because the promenade was completely blocked off. It just looks fascinating just watching the waves. When I went and explored the ship a bit further, I found the Playhouse Cinema. Now, this looks just like a normal cinema. You can put open a table in front of you using the chairs. That's That's me walking up to the cinema. And I went to watch Back to Black with a story about Amy Winehouse. It's quite a good movie, actually. Some more photographs of the Northern Lights that night. It was actually after midnight snacks. We went to join in with a quiz, and then the person who was running the quiz stopped and let everyone know that the Northern Lights could be viewed from the back of the ship. So everyone literally darted and ran to the back of the ship, and everyone was like dressed in their formal wear, which is quite funny to watch. But some beautiful pictures, really colourful scenes of the Northern Lights.
Every move that she makes, one smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you know who. One moment in the present and you can't forget the rest. For the girl who said confess tonight.